Welcome to Buns and Banter, a podcast by work besties for work besties. Hey, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Aly.
We're both morning show hosts for iHeartMedia.
And we're live in 3.
We're both millennials.
And we're both trying to figure out how to build the lives we dream about.
Dating.
Marriage.
Career.
Career and being a mom.
How to get through a week without crying.
Welcome to Buns and Banter.
We're glad you're here.
I, for some reason, have feet that sweat ridiculously bad, so it'll smell.
Do you really?
Oh my God, absolutely.
Same.
I try to, I don't think about it, and I feel like I'm just this dainty woman, and then I get home and take my shoes off, and it's always your kids. And Will's like, oh, Sophia, did you have a poop? And I was like, it doesn't smell that bad. Mom just has some funk feet because I didn't wear socks today.
I also have very sweaty feet, and you guys always learn so much about us in these. You really do.
I wash them every night, so usually by the start of the next day, they're great, but...
Are you a sweaty gal?
I don't think, no.
You're not?
I don't think so.
Because I don't sweat like anywhere else on my body. Like I could go through a whole workout. This is actually a running joke in my family. My oldest sister is going to listen to this and die. I can go through an entire workout and the only part of my body that will sweat,
really?
my feet. It's the only.
That's gotta be a thing.
I am in the sweaty sock tribe for sure. And my niece Violet, she also I think is going to be part of that tribe too. She's got some stinky feet.
Oh my! Good thing we got Aunt Aly to guide us on our way.
I know,
right?
Really though, I feel like I should start testing some new products though. One of the things that I want to try is the new. Have you seen advertisements? Because I'm getting targeted hardcore, and I think it's because they know about my sweaty feet. The little FBI man in my computer, Lumi.
Yes, I've been so interested to try it. It's for all the bits and pieces.
Allegedly, you can put it anywhere.
Yeah.
Which I am just flabbergasted.
I'm trying to think. I think I had one of my friends, not a close friend, more of an acquaintance, try it, swear by it.
Really?
It was the Lumi, because I remember thinking, oh, I see those commercials, or I hear them on our streaming, and they're like, for all of your places. And I'm like, I'd put it in all my places.
How can that be? And I just wonder if, because the woman who created it also does their advertisements, which I think is a brilliant move.
Oh, is it her?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I believe so. And one of the things that she says is, I can't believe they didn't come up with this sooner.
Yeah.
Same. Why didn't they?
Especially because it's always been men. Men don't think about their bits and pieces parts smelling. They just smell.
But have you noticed, though, that the deodorant has taken a major shit?
No. What do you mean? I mean, I guess I use a Dove, and I feel like it keeps me protected.
Do you? Your armpits don't break out?
No, but that is a thing.
I get
oh no,
patches of dry. It's almost like I don't know if it's a chemical burn or what, but because there have been. Remember a couple seasons ago we were talking about how I use men's deodorant sometimes.
Yes.
Old Spice, and it was like a big thing with Old Spice. Sponsor us. Actually, not anymore, because
bring that guy in on
you
the
made
horse.
my armpits hurt.
Oh yeah.
And it burned my armpits and stuff. And now I'm on to the Dove, gentle, super gentle, the most gentle Dove.
Yeah.
And I'm like, should I just switch to the Lumi? Because I don't feel like this does anything.
I know. It's
And it's unscented, which I think is another problem. Because usually with a deodorant, you can smell the scent of the deodorant and then it mixes with your underarms smell.
Right.
And you're like, well, at least it's kind of covered up a little bit. There's nothing to cover that up.
Yeah.
It's just unscented underarm. And
You've
I'm like,
had such a journey with your underarm.
the struggle.
You guys. Ugh. I feel like I'm very fidgety right now, so I'm sorry. I'm not used to the video element yet. But can I just take a second?
Oh, this is going to be good.
Because I said it was so funny when we started the episode today. Aly was like, "Oh, you can either clip your mic on or you can always hold it." And I was like, "No, I think I'm going to be talking a lot with my hands today." I am just feeling so frustratingly stagnant today.
Oof.
And I think this happens a lot in the beginning-ish of the year. I know that like we're into May, and a lot of people think this is something you might feel like at the new year because everybody's talking about, you know, new things and being reborn and starting your to-do list and your goals for the year. That's false. You have to get well into like the end of the first quarter, in my opinion, where you really start to feel frustrated because it's like you're working your ass off and nothing's happening. And I'm so fired up about that right now. Like you are a godsend because literally right before we started this episode, I was ready to probably do something I shouldn't even mention because suddenly the police will be knocking on the door.
Oh.
I'm so in that like burn it to the ground mood right now. Because it's like it is May, which means next month we're halfway through the year.
Yeah. And
once again, I feel like I am failing at the things that I want to do and the impact I want to make and the goals I want to achieve. And it's like, you're already halfway through the year. What have you been doing? And it's like, I feel like a lot. You know, I feel like I haven't been home very much. I feel like I haven't seen my kids enough. So what am I doing? What do I have to show for that? I'm just feeling so stuck today.
Ugh.
And it's annoying because you look at how to get yourself unstuck and, you know, I follow the blogs or the inspirational speakers and it's not doing it for me this time. I'm kind of just like, F all that. What is my next step?
You're burned out.
This must be a new level of burnout. I don't feel like I keep rolling up my sleeves because I'm just like hot and mad.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I'm doing enough. And on the opposite end, I feel like I'm doing everything. So why isn't it making a difference?
I feel like in this case, we should just stop doing everything. We should just stop doing, obviously not this.
This is the only joy that
we have to keep doing this. But that's when I feel like you know it's time for a break. Just stop doing everything.
I don't even know if I'm physically able to do that. We've talked about it. We've had conversations about the quiet quitting. We've had conversations about, I just posted a TikTok the other day using that Adele sound, never mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, when you're given a task and then you do it so well, you're just given all the tasks.
Yes.
And it's like my boundaries are non-existent. And at this point, I don't know if I've just trained myself to be doing all of these things because I feel like, okay, once it's done, then I can do this or spend time here or give more focus to my personal life. I don't even know if I could physically stop doing everything. Like if my brain would even allow that. Which is scary to say out loud. That's probably not good.
I mean, I think a lot of people feel this way. And it's almost like this time right now, April, a lot of people who have seasonal affective, I feel like it kicks up again right now.
It was a tough April.
Because we had some sunshine and we had some really nice days where it was like 60s, 70s even.
Yeah.
And things were starting to bloom. The grass was turning green. And we got maybe one or two of those patio drink sessions in.
It was so nice.
And we were like, yes,
It's
finally.
here.
We made it through the winter. There's hope on the horizon. And then what? 27 inches of snow.
Boom! Oh, I'm sorry. Were you feeling really great? Was that depressive mood exiting you? Let me stick you back inside with
LOL.
super blustery, awful weather where you're just made to sit and focus on all the things you're not doing.
Yeah. Love Terry DeBoer to death, meteorologist at TV8.
Yeah.
She said something the other day I heard in one of her hits. She said it's feeling more like November than May. And even just hearing the word November, I was like, oh, just get right out. Get out. Get right out with that. That was so mean.
I am on the precipice. The thought of November will push me over.
Yeah. I really feel like once the sun comes out and the weather starts turning a little bit nicer,
just being outside.
I feel like some of this will subside.
I sure hope so, because you can probably tell from my tone I'm not the friendliest, most fun person right now.
And that's okay.
Thank you.
That's okay.
Thanks. You're
We
extinguishing the fire a bit.
we accept all your forms here on Buns and Banter.
This is not my favorite form. It's not my favorite form.
Yeah.
And that's part of the cycle too. Like you're right, you're thinking about all these things and then you're like, I hate myself for continuing to be so stuck on this stuff. Mm-hmm. It's just great.
I do that too. I get very much in a mode of why isn't this stuff happening? I want all this stuff to happen, and why hasn't it happened yet? I need it to happen faster. I need to go faster. I need to do more. I need it, like, speed it up. And then I remind myself, like, we're not getting any younger.
God.
But we have time. And I don't know, maybe you do this too. I don't know why I put such pressure on myself to do things at a younger age. Like, I need to be this age and do this. This person did it at this age. I need to do it 3 years before they did.
That's the driven part of you.
What is that?
I
don't want to care. Because I read stories, 3 instances this week. We have done awesome sauce stories about women in their 80s or 90s doing something exceptional. This woman went back to school at 81 and got her college degree.
I was just going to say, they released numbers ahead of MSU's graduation, and out of their list of master's students, there is a 77-year-old who is getting her master's from MSU next weekend.
Amazing!
I know.
Amazing!
I'm doing nothing with my life.
But I look at people or women of that age doing stuff like that, and I'm so proud of them, and I'm so pumped for them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, go do the shit. It doesn't matter what age you are. Like, it'll come, you know? And I want to be able to remind myself in those moments where I'm like, more, faster.
Yeah.
More, faster.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be right now. We have time.
I think you have time. I'm 5 years older than you.
Oh my
I'm getting out of bed in the morning.
5 whole years.
My ankles are cracking. It's like, this also, and this is going to sound so dumb, but I do think some of the, like, best way to put this, the things that I consume. So I watched, this is such a, like, out of left field. I don't know if you've ever watched Firefly Lane on Netflix.
I can't.
So I finished it the other night, and it was easily like top 5 most emotional ends to a show I've ever seen. So I think compounding that on how I've been feeling was the least helpful thing I could do. I was just sitting there sobbing, no spoiler alert, but somebody dies.
Oh.
And I was just like, it's going to be me. And all I'm going to have to show for it is a mug I left behind at my job. Like, I got to get out of this space.
Yeah.
I got to get out of this space. And I hope you're right. I hope the weather and sun and, like...
What age do you think you're going to die?
Do you think about that? Because I do.
I think about that
all
all the time.
Oh my God, all the time.
Yes, I think about it all the time. And I actually think, oh, this is so dark. This is so dark.
I told you it was going to take you dark today on the episode.
Well, obviously I don't, like, I would like to live a very long and healthy life, especially if my family lives a long and healthy life. But sometimes I catch myself not being able to think about what my life is going to look like in my 50s or 60s or 70s. And I'm like, does that mean I'm going to die young?
No.
That doesn't mean that, right?
No. I don't think so.
It just means, like, the rest is still unwritten, right?
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you, Natasha.
I do think about, like, my 50s, 60s, 70s. But I think because, like, of my parents and everything we've been going through with them
And
for
you
the
have
last
kids.
year and a half.
You have kids. So
Yeah,
maybe, possibly, one day you might have grandchildren.
But then I don't think past that. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. I kind of sometimes think I'd be like 101.
101
I think maybe.
years old.
Maybe.
A centenarian.
Yes. Well done. But then I also look at how I eat and how much I sit. And I don't think I'm going to make it to 101. Unless it's that woman overseas that's like, I drink whiskey every day. And she's like 106.
I know. You do
I'm
not
not
hear
that.
very often about Americans being centenarians. It's always like the blue zones, right? Like the Mediterranean people
Right. Denmark.
who live on the water
Yeah.
and they walk 8 miles a day and they eat fish and fresh vegetables and they grow their own shit and make their own bread.
Right?
Nobody over here that's eating Taco Bell and eating Reese's Puffs.
I've gotten really proud of myself, though, because I have started to cut back on my Taco Bell orders. I used to get like 5 things. Now I only get 3. So
I
it's going to be my advice when I'm 101.
bowed down to you with the Taco Bell because you opened my eyes to the beefy crunch burrito.
Yeah.
Changed my
I
life.
told you.
It changed my life.
Oh my gosh.
And that was all because of you.
Well, you know, when you want
just
fast food and anything.
Whips a beefy crunch burrito out of her purse and she's like, try it.
What's in my
What's in your purse?
I'm always, that was even pre-kids, dude. I'm always traveling.
Stay strapped.
I am snack strapped at any given moment. You come to me, I probably got something in there right now. It might be a Go-Gurt, so I wouldn't trust it. I think my kids put a Go-Gurt in there, but oh my God, all the time.
Taco Bell wedding. Did you read this?
No.
Taco Bell now offering a wedding. I think it's like $700 all in.
Steal.
Gets you a wedding with 12 of your nearest and dearest. You get a Taco Bell like bow tie or tie or something, and also a Taco Bell garter, Taco Bell t-shirts, a Taco Bell cinnamon churro cake,
Ooh.
and then like a taco box for 12 after the ceremony. I can't remember if it comes with someone or you get to like have it at a Taco Bell or if it comes with someone who marries you. I think it does.
That's hysterical.
But it's like $700 all in. Taco Bell wedding.
when you find your chalupa.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out a romantic way to link you finding a partner with Taco Bell. That'd be I would pay for you to do that.
Talk about
That'd be like my
living
gift.
moss and loving moss.
How are we not sponsored yet, you guys?
Obviously, you would do your toast with Baja Blast.
Oh, obviously.
A cinnamon churro cake?
That sounds like something they should just do.
That alone I would pay $700 for.
Well, we're cheaper than the wedding cakes you'd have to get. The whole thing's a deal and a half.
Yeah.
It's like when I discovered online ordering through them.
Mm-hmm.
Some great deals on there.
Are you going to any weddings this summer?
No, yes. Do you see how quickly?
Yes.
I'm back in. We have 3. Which is why that was so weird. You just asked me that because I'm like, no. Oh, yeah. So we have my brother-in-law, cousin, and a friend.
Your brother-in-law?
Soon to be.
Oh, okay.
Wait, yes. No, that's right. Chris's brother is getting married.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So soon to be sister-in-law.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, we've got 3. And I was like, this is great and I'm super excited about it. But like we have been out of this train for like a decade.
Oh, shit.
So it's back to, yeah, we've got like gifts, showers. It's
All my-
fantastic.
All my friends are getting married this year.
Are they?
Luckily for me, though, well, unlucky, because my one friend did a small wedding in Vegas, and then she's doing an additional wedding party. So for her, it's kind of like 2
yeah.
weddings. And then my other friend, actually, I guess technically it wasn't this year, it was last year, but it was October. We went to the lakeshore, and she got married
That's beautiful.
on the lake. It was super pretty, and it was like really private. We stayed in houses on the lakeshore. It was great. Then I have a friend getting married upstate New York in June, going to that wedding. And then I have another friend who's getting married, but she's keeping her wedding like super, super small.
That's nice.
So I'm not going to that wedding.
Great.
Which, so happy.
I know,
So
right?
like, do you? And I think weddings in general these days the pendulum is swinging back the other way.
Yes.
Where weddings are starting to get, I feel, a little bit less crazy.
I feel the same. Yeah.
After the pandemic,
Gen Z, man.
I feel like they're really going to save us.
We're putting a lot of stock into you, Gen Z.
And like probably not in a good, like probably because they're the product of just like constant trauma and like never having any money and like living through recession after recession.
They'll save us, but it's not going to be kind.
It's not like a good hero's journey that they've lived through to become these amazing people that they are. But I really do feel like they're going to save the world. Please.
Like, honestly. Because some of us millennial parents are like trying to help the gen behind you figure out what to do because, man.
We are tired and you're so much cooler than us. Please just.
We are tired. I think that's a fine thing to say. It's like that. It's like that meme. Also, I hope you all know I'm trying to make our background look great, but it keeps disconnecting.
Oh, well, we do what we can do.
But there we go. It's like the meme I keep seeing where, I don't know what movie it's from, but James Franco's like got the noose around his neck. And then he's looking at the person next to him. He goes, oh, first time. Have you seen that?
What?
And it's for everything. It's like, oh no, banks need to get bailed out again and student loan debt is skyrocketing.
Oh.
And then it's James Franco like, oh, first
First
time.
time.
Because for some of us, that's been every year since we graduated.
Since we were kids.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I remember very little of the thriving 90s.
Was that the last time things were good? When people talk about the good old days.
I feel like it was the 90s.
Was it the 90s or was it the 80s?
Well, I think people had really good jobs in the 90s, too. I think, like, late 90s. Like the dot-com crash or something like that. I'm just, like, regurgitating a lot of stuff I've heard in documentaries.
Okay.
But I say it confidently. Mm-hmm. Someone will absolutely message us and be like, You're
wrong.
You're not, that's not correct, ladies. I'll be like, oh, you sound like you may be in the boomer generation. Not that we hate that at all.
Which, yeah, we accept all kinds here.
We do. Even super successful people that have had nothing but really awesome luck for their entire lives.
Speaking of which, we got to give an update on our feet pick situation.
Speaking of the weather getting better, because I've got like 3 or 4 ideas I'm going to be putting in the vault.
Right. Shmini and I, this is actually happening.
Yes.
We are actually going to give the feet picks a try. If there's money to be made in the feet pick world,
I want it.
we want in.
We want to dip a toe.
Or many. Or many.
All of them.
So last week, we had a day where we went and grabbed a glass of wine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And really, we spent the whole time coming up with our branding
We built an incredible profile.
and our marketing arc for the feet pics. We decided we're going to have one profile. We're going to tag team it. And Tipsy Toes.
Tipsy Toes.
It's live, baby.
It is. The toes coming.
They say some of the best ideas and some of the most lucrative ideas
Yes!
start as complete jokes.
And
I have heard of more people who have 1 million+ subscribers on TikTok say, I started TikTok as a complete joke during the pandemic.
See?
And now they have built these thriving careers on them. And I'm just thinking, if we need a little bit of capital to get us in like our own redesigned podcast space, Buns and Banter headquarters, offices,
Oh, a nice B&B.
to employ our own staff.
What?
Barstool, look out. Buns and Banter, we're coming for you. And we're going to fund the whole operation with these little tootsies.
These sweaty feet I was talking about at the beginning of the episode.
Ooh. We should,
There's
that might,
a fan for everything.
there is. We
There
should
is a
be sure to
fan.
mention that.
Right? Because I am willing to, I'm proud of my feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a pedi today.
Admittedly, though, we don't have much knowledge about
No.
the foot pick
Community?
Yeah. We'll call it a community.
Yeah.
And we do want to be respectful,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? We don't want to do anything uncouth. Mm-hmm. So if you have any knowledge, like, we'll keep you anonymous, 100%. You don't have to feel weird. We're not here to like kink shame anybody.
No.
Or yuck anybody's yum.
We are just truly seeking the knowledge.
Fact-finding mission.
A fact-finding foot mission.
That's what we are on.
And it's going to be the best. I'm excited.
I am too.
And we're all in. I got a Snapchat from this one over the weekend. She was at a Claire's with all the toe
I was
tassels.
at Claire's with my nieces. My niece Charlotte, who's 5, she wanted to go find this certain like kit with beads
Yeah.
in it. And she has made, I got this at Claire's, by the way, this bracelet.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, my sister bought everybody one so we could have friendship
Oh my God.
bracelets. But while we were there, I just happened to notice that Claire's has quite the selection of toe rings, anklets, and toe tassels.
Uh-huh.
Kind of incredible.
We're going to need to do that.
Kind of incredible.
See? Look, there's so much. I'm already feeling much better about the pit I had started in when we began this episode because sky's the limit.
And might it be a positive that we have little to no knowledge of the foot picture community going into this?
Yeah. I think it only helps us.
I think it might.
It excites me for the journey.
Yeah, so we'll be sure to keep everybody posted about how our journey is going. And if it's lucrative, we can only hope.
Right?
If it's lucrative, man, I would love to be able to share everything we learn. Because I'm sure it will be insane.
So insane. Insanely wonderful. Look at us. Look at us. Every time I do this, I feel so much better. I
Yeah.
hope that's what we're giving out to all of you. Head to toe, you're doing great.
Yeah. I do have to ask because you are my compass, my North
Oh,
Star.
oh, that's a terrible idea.
In some of these situations. Imagine how I feel about it. Just kidding.
Continue.
So I'm scrolling on the dating apps, as I do.
Yeah.
And I come across this gentleman who has sent me a like. And I check out his profile, and I'm like, oh, I know you. You and I have already matched on a different app, albeit.
Okay.
And we've already done this whole rigmarole. We took it off the app. We texted for a while. It didn't end well.
No.
Does he not remember?
I feel like I've never heard of that happening.
Really?
Do you use similar pictures between apps? I mean,
Similar in that they're all of my
I was
face.
just gonna say, not to say you're a forgettable person. You're unforgettable, but that
I do make it a point to keep my pictures fresh on the dating apps. I try to only use pictures that have been taken within the last 6 months to
I
like
get that.
6 months.
Yeah, that's a kind online dater, by the way. Don't be giving us the stuff from 8 years ago.
There are some pictures that do date back a little bit further, but they're like once in a lifetime. Like there's a picture of me on my dating profile with a cardboard cutout of Patrick Swayze from Ghost reenacting the pottery scene.
Don't ever take that one
That
down.
one, I can't.
Yeah.
I'll never get an opportunity to update that with my current
Right.
look. But my hair's up. I have my glasses on, no makeup. Like I haven't gained or lost a considerable amount of weight in that time period. So I don't feel like that one is.
That's Patrick Swayze.
It's evergreen,
It's evergreen, yes.
if you will.
So, as your compass, and this did not end well, was he like kind of a D?
I cannot remember specifically what happened. I remember he said something though, and I was like,
Here it is. Yeah. Oh,
ew.
that's going to be a no for me.
Right.
I'd just go and get a nice dinner out of it.
Well, here's the other problem. He lives on the other side of the
Another
state. I really have better luck over there. I don't know. I just must have
It's a bigger area. It's a bustling metropolis. That's funny.
I don't know what it is. I don't have good luck in West Michigan.
Yeah. They can't handle you here.
In fact, everyone I've ever dated, I don't think I've ever dated someone, like actually have been boyfriend, girlfriend, defined the relationship with anyone who's ever lived in West Michigan, which is insane. I've lived here for 13 years.
Wow.
My first boyfriend that I met at work, he's from Alabama.
Uh-huh.
And then the soccer player,
Oh, yeah, he was from overseas, right?
he was British.
Oof, well, I did like the Brit.
I did too. I really effed that up. That one was my bad. So we can't win them all. Can't win them all.
Can't win them all.
And then one of them was from the east side.
Yep.
That one I dated for a long time. Like
Yeah.
yep.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I didn't know that one was from the east side. Mm-hmm. So are you going to give this...
Farmington.
What are you going to do with this guy? Did you match him too? Or I'm not sure what app it's on, so like...
It's on Hinge. So Hinge is a little bit different because it's not like you're swiping left or you're swiping right.
Okay.
You're sending likes and
Okay.
you can send like a message when you send a like.
Oh, nice. Got it.
So you don't have to necessarily send a message with your like.
Yeah.
But you can. And he did. He sent a like of a picture of me and Fran. How could you not?
How could you not?
And he just said, like, same.
Oh. And you have already gone through the process with him?
I, of course, matched him. Because I was like, this will be good. I don't think he remembers that we've already done this.
I do like this. I just want to know what happens.
Same.
How long it takes him to realize it.
So
Not that we're trying to play games here, but...
Do I 10-second Tom this scenario and, like, reintroduce myself and, like, go through the whole thing, and then when he asks for my number and realizes that it might already...
It's already in his phone!
Like, maybe it's already in his phone? Do I play the long game?
Ooh. Yeah, I had a little bit of both.
Or send him a message up front and be like, ooh, buddy, we've already done this. We've already done it, and then we didn't do it. And now we're going to do this again?
I kind of love giving him the number and just seeing.
Is it just me? Do I have a photographic memory of these dudes? I find it so inconceivable that you don't remember someone.
Yeah.
We texted for like a week.
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe less. Maybe a couple days. I don't know.
Or he's like trying to get back in it with you. Maybe he's a changed guy.
That seems like the
least
least
likely
possible.
There's no way you don't have a forgettable face. And also like your pictures, your interests, all that, like there's no way he doesn't know that you've already done this. And if that's the case, back off because maybe he's like got something. That means he's been with a lot of people that he can't remember who he's already been doing stuff with. I don't want you to catch anything.
Well, I don't slut shame.
Oh no, I'm just saying like to be how do you forget somebody like that? And it was it was within the last couple of years.
It was not this January, but last January.
Girl, yeah. Was he going through profiles like crazy? Doesn't remember you?
I don't know, because I remember we were talking on New Year's Eve because we had talked about...
Yeah. You like going over there?
No.
Oh.
He was like, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? And I was like, actually, I'm staying in and I was mudding my dining room.
Yeah. You're so cool, though. I love that.
I was renovating my dining room. And I was like super pumped to not be out on the town trying to make something happen on New Year's with a group of friends and just having a overall shit time.
Most overhyped holiday of the year.
Yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, like I'm staying in too with my dog. But then I can't remember exactly how it unfolded or like why we stopped talking. I think it just like slow faded, but I do remember there being something that he said that I was like, I'm unattracted to that. But I can't remember what it was.
But it's slow
So was it that
faded.
big of a deal?
Now I kind of think he's trying to get back in it. If it was a slow fade and he was like, oh, right, I guess,
I don't give guys that much credit. You're nice.
Because I literally a minute ago was like, back away. He's clearly been clicking on all the profiles. I don't want you to catch anything. So not super nice, but I think he might be trying to get back in it.
I think he either got back together with his ex or I don't know. I think he probably just forgot. There's a lot of
I want the phone
blonde
number thing.
women.
Don't know.
Because if
You're unforgettable.
I could go in my phone right now and find his number. I didn't delete it.
Right.
And if it ends badly, as we know, like I was just ghosted by someone and I literally blocked them and deleted their number.
I would give him the number and see if it pops up. See if like the conversation continues or it's a hard stop like, oh, this has check and mate. Got it. Sorry about it. You're still beautiful because clearly I clicked on you again.
Yeah. He's cute. But
See? Give it a go. What a great story. Selfishly, I'm saying that because it makes for a great episode conversation.
and like check-ins.
Right? Just give that arc of from beginning to end to found you again.
See, this is such a dangerous time of year for me because 50% of me wants to give up on the apps, which usually I do after a certain amount of months on them. I get very burned out and very tired, and I just like have to take a break from them.
I get that.
And then I get in a space where I'm like, chaos. Let's cause chaos. It's time to be toxic. Like not in a really messed up way, but just in like a in kind of a chaotic, wholesome but chaotic.
I feel like you follow the moon phases or the tides or something, which I think is awesome. And everyone's talking about like single girl summer. And I was like, no, I'm not going to have a single girl summer. I'm not going to be out there breaking hearts and taking names and being, you know what I mean. Yep.
I'm going to focus on me. And
That's a great summer.
I'm going to work on me. But I did that last summer.
Summer's a good time for it. There's so much to do and see. You're not just cooped up inside because it's -5. But as part of focusing on you, would definitely hit back this dude and see if he figures out whether he knows you or not.
Oh, I'm like so annoyed though that it's like another east side of the state thing. It's at a certain point. It's like the.
They love you over there.
Yeah, I hesitate to say this out loud because never say never. That's like that's inviting the universe to make you look like an idiot. But it was like the same thing I went through with the single dads.
Oh.
I dated a few single dads, and I just think I gotta say probably not a good fit for me.
Check out this new fit. This recycled fit.
The ghost of Bumble Past.
That could be the name of the next episode.
The ghost of Bumble Past.
I would just love to know if anybody else has had that happen.
I'm sure, yeah.
It seems natural enough, but at the same time, I'm just so stunned that it was only like really a year or two ago, and I think he's trying to get back in it. That's my vote. Who wouldn't? Look at your Zazu pants today. They're fabulous.
Zazu. Zubaz, number 1.
I love your look. I'm so stunned at how many people came up to her today and they were like, oh, you know those
Zubaz.
MC Hammer used to wear those.
Yeah, I love these pants. They're from Target.
Good. I'm going to get a bunch of them today.
Yeah, you
Flowy
should.
girl summer. You were just talking about might be another focus on me summer. I'm a flowy pants summer.
Flowy pants summer. You're having a flowy pants summer, and I am having a...
Oh.
Am I going to have a single girl summer? I am, aren't I?
If so, it'll be perfect because we're working on some happy hours for Buns and Banter.
Yes, we are. And this does seem like a good time to mention, once again, Buns and Banter officially live on YouTube.
Yes.
We are in the process of making some upgrades to the equipment that we use to film and record. So it's very possible, like our set decor, we've upgraded since the last episode.
Courtesy of Allie Mack, who did such a fabulous interior decor job.
Thank you. I enjoy it.
It's so good.
I like it.
And like we're even messier on video. So you should really watch.
In a good way.
Beautiful way. Beautiful disasters.
Okay. Updates to come.